All right. Sorry.
So, are you ready? One of us.
I am ready.
So I'm standing outside the Jefferies show in Joliet, Illinois with my signs. Foreskin shaming is not funny. And all of his fans are forced to queue up and stare at my signs because the line is moving very slowly.
Uh-huh.
And I've got a helper. They've got a
Nice.
separate line for people that are scanning in with their cell phone instead of their printed barcode.
Got it.
And she's down there working on those people. So at times she'll come and talk to me and we'll be together. Well, turns out Jim Jefferies himself, the comedian, sent somebody out with his phone. Said, get a picture of those guys. When we were standing together. So all of our signs are clearly legible in the photo. And he posted it on Instagram before he even went on stage. And he posted it with a snarky comment. Now I've got protesters at my show. Well, at least they've got their gross dicks to keep them warm.
Well, you have a female with you, right? So whatever.
She was dressed, maybe you couldn't tell.
Okay.
And she's intersex. But anyway, so I feel like he did us a solid by doing that.
Gave you promotion.
Exactly. All of his fans saw our signs, and it was trending to be his most liked Instagram ever. Before the show, while he was still on stage, me and my helper were at Dunkin' Donuts warming up, and we're looking at various online things. Let's see how we're doing. Does anybody post our pictures? And boing, boing, there's Jim Jefferies' own Instagram account, and we're in it. And it already had 4,000 likes. His most liked thing ever that was weeks old had 20,000 likes. So we were trending to surpass that by a mile. And by the next morning, it had 10,000 likes, and then he deleted it. And I don't know, I can't imagine why. It could be he got thinking and he's embarrassed about his snarky comment about us. He got thinking and he realized he helped us way more than he made fun of us. He's really rethinking his stance. And later that day he posted another Instagram where he was just echoing something that one of his own fans, a photo they took at the same performance, where they were just standing by our sign, posing with us and giving us the thumbs up. So he's not disavowing all awareness of it. Anyway, the upside is we've made him aware. If he could be turned, he could be a powerful ally because he has a good heart. He desperately wants to have a positive impact on the world with his art.
Sure.
So we will see you, Jim Jefferies, in San Francisco on June 1st, in Vancouver in September, and again in Chicago area in September. And maybe some more places if I can get a thing going.
Nice.
And it's not just him. There are so many people who have a wide reach. And if they could only realize that it's not just lame-ass, cheap dick jokes that could get laughs. The idea of having to restore one's foreskin could be legitimately very funny. It's stupid that we have to do this.
Yeah.
But let's make the jokes about that. And in so doing, you'll highlight the absurdity of the fact that people were cut in the first place. So I think we could turn people like that. People like Louis C.K., we did the same thing to him. They could be turned and harnessed for good. It's possible. Wish me luck.
I do.
Great message.
Which country is he
Great
from,
message.
by the way?
Yeah.
Jim Jefferies was born in Australia, lived in UK for about half of his childhood, and now he's making boatloads of money here.
Got it.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I am Ron Lau. I'm the marketer of TLC Tugger foreskin restoration devices. It's 2018. I've helped 40,000 men undertake foreskin restoration
wow.
since I
Oh, that's so cool.
since I started in 2003.
Dude, that's awesome. Are you using it yourself?
Is it heavy?
It's made of silicone. It floats just barely in
So
water.
you strap something to your knee, and then there's a band
There's various
between
ways
it.
to add the tension. You can use an elastic strap that's looped around your body. You can hang a weight from it. You can use it. There's some of the devices are built so that after you apply them, they can expand. So it's like a traction, self-contained traction. And some people wear them in bed. They'll attach a cord to the device and run it up past their face over a pulley, and there's weights hanging just above the floor.
Wow.
And that pulls with a constant tension all night, no matter what position your body's in.
Genius. Genius.
There's all kinds of ways to accomplish it, but you need to wear, in my opinion, you need to wear tension for, say, 10 to 12
check
hours
that
a day. And
That's cool.
when you're not tugging, you should wear the clear retaining cone part as a passive retainer to keep the skin rolled forward over the glands, to maintain the suppleness, ticklishness, sensitivity of the glands, and keep the skin trained into that shape that you want eventually to see, a natural puckered up foreskin.
On Momma Michelle's web or her YouTube channel, she's really good if you haven't seen her. She talks about how she's reading Circumcision Disasters or something. It's a book, Circumcision something. Anyways, she talks about this man who did restoring his foreskin, and when he found out how sensitive it became after that. Have you had that kind of experience, or people tell you how much different it changes? And
I mean, we get testimonials, and some of them, get me a little weepy, because it feels really good to know that what I've managed to do is create a product that keeps 4 people employed full time, and it helps men who, most of them, by the time they found us, they'd lived most of their life not knowing that anything was available to help them. They probably didn't even realize they needed help. But when they finally say, like in my case, I restored at age 38 because it was getting harder and harder to have a sex act come to a conclusion that you're expecting. And so I said, there's got to be something gone wrong here. This can't be what nature has designed for me. And it doesn't take very long to find foreskin restoration once you're thinking in those terms. You'll search on the internet and realize that there's something that can be done.
Wow, that's amazing. That's so cool to hear that we do have some solutions to our problems. Well, thank you so much, man. That was really awesome.
Thanks for asking.
Great video.
The string of this place to mark the proper location.
Circumcision denies a male's right to genital integrity and to a fully functioning penis.
Near the string that is placed to mark the proper location.
Then we clap it.